The return. When the past knocks, it doesn't ask if you're ready. For 10 years, Evelyn Carter was a name in a file, a face on a poster, a wound the city learned to live with. But the thing about the past? It waits. And when it returns, it doesn't always knock twice. Rain slicked the pavement outside the small 24-hour diner. Inside, a waitress wiped the counter while a stranger sat alone in a corner booth, hands clasped, eyes darting toward the door every few seconds. Her name tag read, Lydia Hart. But that wasn't her name. The door chimed. 2 men in suits entered, FBI plainclothes. They ordered coffee. She froze at the sound of one voice. Agent Tom Baird, formerly of the Oregon State Bureau. A name she knew too well. You can change your name, your town, your story. But you can't change the sound of fear when it remembers you. 2 days later, an anonymous tip came through. Your missing nurse, Evelyn Carter. She's in Kansas City. Calls herself Lydia Hart. Works nights. Agent Baird pulled the file. He'd worked her case as a rookie. She was his ghost story, the one that kept him in the job. He called his supervisor, Sir, if she's alive, I want the retrieval. Some agents chase criminals. Others chase closure. And some chase redemption. It was 3 a.m. when Nora's phone rang. You were right, Baird said. She's alive. Nora sat up, heart pounding. Alive? Where? Kansas City. Diner off 42nd. Goes by Lydia Hart. If you want the exclusive, you've got 24 hours. She didn't pack a suitcase, just a recorder, a notepad, and a single daisy from Evelyn's old case file. Journalists dream of the moment they find their story. But this one had claws. Nora arrived quietly. The rain hadn't stopped. She saw her through the window. Older, thinner, but unmistakable. Evelyn. She waited until closing time. Approached the counter. Coffee? Evelyn asked, voice steady. No, Nora said gently. But I've been looking for you. Evelyn's face paled. Her hand trembled. The cup clattered. You shouldn't have. There it was, not denial, not confusion, but recognition. The kind that carries a decade's worth of running. They sat in silence for a long time. The rain softened. Evelyn spoke first. I didn't disappear. I escaped. She told Nora everything. How Daniel had killed Rachel after discovering she'd filed a background check. How he'd burned the cabin to fake his death. How he'd forced Evelyn to run new names, new states. How every smile was a survival tactic. How one night he didn't come back. He left. Just left. And I stayed gone because if I came back, they'd think I helped him. Nora's voice trembled. Did you? I saved him once. I'd do it again. But not from prison. Love doesn't vanish. It mutates into guilt, into silence, into exile. Nora uploaded the recording, encrypted. Filed an embargoed article. Exclusive. Missing nurse found alive. Tells all. Then her phone buzzed. Unknown number. A text. You shouldn't have found her. D. In stories like this, when one ghost returns, another follows. Evelyn's car was missing. No signs of struggle. Just a single daisy left on the counter. Police canvassed the area. No CCTV. No witnesses. Baird called Nora. She's gone again. Not gone, Nora whispered. Taken. History doesn't repeat. It stalks. 2 days later, Evelyn's car was found abandoned under a bridge near St. Joseph, Missouri. Inside, 2 coffee cups, a 1 receipt, a motel key. Room 27. Registered to Daniel Reeves. Baird stared at the motel sign flickering in the dark. He turned to Nora. We're not chasing ghosts anymore. We're chasing a man who never stopped. Some disappearances end in graves. Others end where they began, in the hands of the one they tried to love. Agents surrounded the building. Room 27. Curtains drawn. Baird counted down. Bang. Door splintered. Inside, empty. But the bed was warm. A photo on the nightstand. Evelyn and Daniel. Recent. Written on the back. We forgive. You shouldn't have followed. Forgiveness can be mercy. Or a warning. Weeks passed. No trace. No sightings. Her article went viral, but it felt hollow. Because Evelyn Carter was no longer a mystery. She was a myth. Nora closed her laptop, pinned the photo to her corkboard. Next to it, a note she wrote herself. When love runs, justice limps. Maybe Evelyn found peace. Maybe Daniel found her first. Either way, the story isn't finished. Because love, the dangerous kind, never really ends.